It's looking rough down in Phoenix, man, with the Phoenix Suns with this big three: Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal sitting at the 11th seed in the Western Conference at 31 wins and 37 losses, a 45 win percentage, 25 games back from the first seed, and they might not even make the play-in. This is getting extremely worrying if you are a Suns fan, if you're even the Suns organization, because most likely you might sneak into the play-in this year. You're probably not going to, but that Suns front office is going to have to make some big decisions this offseason. Everything started going downhill for the Phoenix Suns when they traded Chris Paul and 4 first-round picks to the Washington Wizards for Bradley Beal. And don't get me wrong, Bradley Beal, numbers-wise, doesn't look too bad. But ever since coming to Phoenix, he's been extremely inconsistent with his game all around, playing with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. And he's been extremely inconsistent being able to play basketball with his injuries. I mean, if you look at his numbers this season, 17 points, 50% from the field, 40% from the that's good numbers. But for $50 million a year with a no trade clause, let's talk about his contract a little more. So Bradley Beal is making $50 million this year, and then he's also under contract next year for $53.7 million, and his last year, the year after that, $57 million. And don't forget the no trade clause. There's only 2 people in this league right now with a no trade clause. I'm sure you can guess the other person. LeBron James, the greatest player of all time. And then it's Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal and LeBron James are the only 2 with no trade clauses. LeBron James is leading his team right now. They're the 4th seed in the West. They're on an extremely good run right now in the second half of the year. They have their defense is playing great. Their offense is playing great. He's the greatest player of all time. Why does Bradley Beal have this? It's ridiculous. The Suns, I'm really, really worried for the Suns' future with Bradley Beal's contract. I hope Bradley Beal in the offseason is willing to waive the no trade clause so they could finally get off of this contract. But at the end of the day, what team will take this Bradley Beal contract? So then we got guys like Kevin Durant, which he's been in trade rumors during the trade deadline. He didn't really like it that much, but I think the only way for this Suns team to get their relevance back in the future, build up their draft capital, because they have none. They have no draft capital. They got to build it back up. You got to trade Kevin Durant in the offseason. Get 2-3 first-round picks for him. You're not going to get 4 or 5 anymore. But you can get 2 or 3 unprotected first-round picks for Kevin Durant if you trade him in the offseason. I think that is a must-do. Sadly, I don't know if Suns fans still think there's a dream here with this 3, or maybe just with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, but it's done. Kevin Durant has to get traded. You guys need draft capital. You need to get that back. I hope they don't move Devin Booker. I don't think they will. I genuinely think Devin Booker will be a for-lifer on the Phoenix Suns, unless they really have to. You really never know in the NBA now with that Luka Doncic trade. But I genuinely think Kevin Durant's going to get traded. I 100% know they're going to try to shop Bradley Beal if he is willing to waive his no trade clause. But I think if they could trade both of them, get draft capital, get solid role players to build around Devin Booker, we might be able to see this team go back to their 2021 selves when they had Chris Paul, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton, Cam Johnson, a solid team around Devin Booker. I think that's what they want to do. They want to trade Kevin Durant for some good role players and some draft capital. They want to just get off anything they can get for Bradley Beal. Just get off that contract. But we will see. I think everybody, every NBA fan, every Suns fan, I don't think they want Devin Booker to get moved, because we love seeing for-lifers on teams. Superstars staying on the one team for their whole career. We love seeing that. Like Steph Curry. Steph Curry's a for-lifer. Dirk Nowitzki's a for-lifer. We love seeing that. But we'll see in the offseason what's going on with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, because I think those 2 are the main pieces that they have to get rid of if they want a future. But yeah, it sucks that this Suns team is bad. Like, it really shouldn't be bad on paper. I mean, if you look at their roster, you have Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. You got role players like Tyus Jones. You got like Grayson Allen's solid. Bull's playing pretty good. Royce O'Neal. You got Nick Richards. He's been playing good ever since he came to Phoenix. Like, that shouldn't be a below 500 team, but it is. It shouldn't be a below 500 team when you got Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal's coming off the bench. That's how bad of a fit this was, that they needed to start Tyus Jones, which he's not having a good season really for them. But that's how bad of a fit this was. They need to bring Bradley Beal off the bench. Oh yeah, I forgot Ryan Dunn. Phenomenal rookie pickup for them. Great. I hope they can hold on to him, because they've traded guys like Tamari Kamari. I believe that's how I pronounce his name. They traded him the DeAndre Ayton trade, and he's a really good role player now. I know the Suns regret trading him, but this team shouldn't be a below 500 team. Even if you just erase all the good role players they have around Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, if you erase them and throw in mediocre names, this team still should be at least a slight above 500 team. But the fit's not there. The chemistry is not really there. Just 3 ball-dominant players. I mean, I believe Kevin Durant and Devin Booker 100% can make it work. It's just that Bradley Beal acquisition, it was never the move for them. Looking at their next 5 games, they play Toronto, which they should beat them. They play Chicago, they should beat them. But then they play the Cavs. That'll be a really tough game for this Phoenix Suns team. They play Milwaukee. That'll be a good game, middle of the pack, because Milwaukee's good, but they're not like really good. So that should be an interesting game for the Suns team. Then they play the Boston Celtics, which that's just going to be extremely tough. So with this schedule coming up, I don't believe that they might even make the play-in, which will be extremely disappointing. But I don't think they make the playoffs, even if they make the play-in, which sucks. But like I said, for this team to get back on track, they need to shop Kevin Durant. Not even just shop him. They need to trade Kevin Durant. Get a couple good role players. Get 2-3 first-round picks. You need that. You need to build around Devin Booker. Do not trade Devin Booker. If they do, I would be extremely surprised. But like we know, us NBA fans now, since the Luka Doncic trade, we know anything is possible. Keep Devin Booker. Trade Kevin Durant. Get a couple role players. Get 2-3 first-round picks. Trade Bradley Beal for anything. Get anything. Yeah, obviously you would want maybe a first-round pick, maybe a good player. But realistically, you're not going to get at that. You have to just get off of that Bradley Beal contract ASAP. Take whatever you can. And then just build around Devin Booker. It might take another year or two to get back in the playoffs, or just not even just the playoffs, to get back into contention. Going to the Western Conference Finals, maybe even going to the NBA Finals. But Kevin Durant's time and Bradley Beal's time, I think, is up in Phoenix. At least Kevin Durant's time's up. Bradley Beal, if he wants to be a good guy and waive his no trade clause, his time is definitely up. But Kevin Durant will be on the move this offseason.